What's up, JRB? LMT, how you doing? To it. Get to it. Got the frame back in the shop. Kicked out that other fucking car that's caused me all these problems lately the last 2 weeks. Said, screw it. I gotta get back to this truck. I gotta get back to this build. Haven't worked on it for, I feel like, a couple weeks. The bumper, they made these really big holes. And so it looks really, really bad when you put the bolt in where the washer, you can still see this hole right here. And this truck is attention to detail, so that means shit like that's got to be filled. That's what I'm doing right now. You finished the Land Cruiser? No, dude, this is the Land Cruiser's frame. I'm 2 weeks behind. I had last 2 weeks I didn't even work on it. And then the only thing I got left to do is paint the frame. Well, I got some welding, some grinding to do. And then paint the frame. And as soon as I paint the frame, final assembly. I'm just gonna start building it up from right here. So as soon as I get this painted, which I hope in the next couple days I get it done. By the end of the week, I want to start having the engine in, exhaust. But I still got the Caballero to work on, so what's up, Ronaldo? No word on the Caballero. We are waiting for the engine manufacturer. I finally on Friday, end of day Friday, I got to message the supervisor of the warranty department, and he was just alerted to it. And he said when he gets back from the 3-day weekend, he would dive into it and get back to me. So we'll see what they fucking say. I don't know. But I promised myself this morning that I was just going to be positive, get back to friggin' work. So I rolled that car out yesterday, stuffed it in a trailer. Start working on this. Get this done. I put my gloves somewhere. I remember seeing them, and I'm like, oh, and the next time I pull the welder out, I'll put the gloves on there. Here they are. Got them! I don't know what messy means. Messy? Messy? What does that mean? Eli esto Rava. It's a lonely ride. Weld up these holes. Get the bumper mounted, because it's going to just be painted black. I got that tire carrier on last night. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Good thing is it's raw steel, so it's clean. These copper plates behind the hole actually work really friggin' amazing. And I think these holes they pre-drilled for fog lights, but we're going to eliminate them too because we don't want them. Filling holes, get you one of these copper filler thingies, backing shit. Yes, I could have cut a piece of steel and put a piece of steel in the hole and then welded it up. I ain't doing it. I'm just filling it. Filling it, grind it smooth. Call it good. I don't return a lot of things I buy because as soon as I get them, I modify them. As soon as you modify it, you can't send it back. Not many things you send back. But I wish they would ask if you want fog light holes though. These are the little details that nobody will ever see, and nobody ever has any idea that you spent hours and hours doing it. So, oh, it looks great. Yeah, you have no idea that I spent an hour just filling holes so you won't see them. Been a minute. What's up, 420? Yes, it has, man. I ain't gonna lie, dude. That last 2 weeks, man, I was shut down. I was shut off, shut down, dude. Pretty not happy about this Caballero project and that engine fiasco I posted about on my shorts. So yeah, last 2 weeks, man, I've just been laying low. But today I was like, I gotta get back to the FJ, get it back in the shop last night, and fucking just start cranking on it. So far behind to where I wanted to be done now. I'm just welding up the holes in this bumper. So we got this bumper online. I even know who made it, but they won't acknowledge us, like thank yous and videos and stuff. So anyways, but they made these big oblong holes, and where the bolt goes, the washer doesn't cover the whole hole. And I'm like OCD really bad, so this is like BS, right? Nobody wants a friggin', like, could you imagine just stand here looking at these holes? Be like, man, too bad you didn't have washers to cover that. Anyways, 420. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Cool. It's like that. This is gonna be clean. This is the little shit. The little shit you gotta do to make the build fucking cool. Looking at the arc live doesn't hurt and looks awesome. Yeah, it only is in real life. You only get flash burn in real life. The flash burn can't translate through the TV and into your eyes, if that makes sense. Does look cool though. So see how big these are? So when you put that in there, you see that part of the hole right there. That's what we're getting rid of. I gotta extract a bolt out of the side of the frame too. Gap filler classes 101. What? That's what we're talking about. Bro, this truck, I don't know if you remember, but this truck had, the body had, I feel like 130 holes in the body before I painted it. 130 holes, so, and I don't know the exact count, so we'll say 130, 31, 32. Dude, I filled so many holes on this thing. I filled so many holes on this thing, I gave up filling holes. Because I could feel like all the holes on here too. But I was like, nah, fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Now is when you see how good your welding is. Bark at the moon. That's how you do it. You'll have like little holes, little pinholes. Like I'll just put body filler in that, because I have some other spots where I filled on the frame and where it was where it was damaged. So I gotta do some body filler anyways. Like right here, I'll put body filler. There's a big old hole in the frame right here. Then I gotta put body filler where I took out the torque tube. So at the same time, I'll put a little body filler right there and right there. And there's people out there that'll say you can't put body filler on bare metal. I think they smoke too much shit that makes them, oh, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? One thing I learned is if you watch YouTube videos to learn how to do things, you're going to learn a lot of You're going to learn a lot of different ways to skin a cat. A lot. Everybody has like their own way of doing it, and now I ain't even sure if there's freaking right ways or wrong ways. It's just like tried and true, I guess. You're a machine. Love the paint job. You layered down framework is crazy. Steering job is crazy. This is a monster, dude. It's gonna be sick. 420. It's gonna be sick, dude. I'm putting money on it, dude. That this is. I'm literally putting money on it that this is over $100 grand build. We're gonna leave it up to the true FJ40 community on I Hate Mud and let them appraise it. Imagine that, like just putting it out there, so people can praise my shit. Like, appraise it. Tell me what's worth. Shit came with a new battery. I got like 95% of the truck now here, parts. So I'm just missing the wiring harness for the engine. I'm missing the Dakota digital gauges. Power steering hoses I'm still missing. I can't wait to get this painted gloss black. It's gonna look insane. It's just sandblasted right now. What's up, Cruiser Art? How you doing? You guys are doing a killer job, man. I love you guys' work. It's crazy how like different techniques in different countries, like how it's so different, but the end result can still be a beautiful restored FJ40. So this is just sandblasted. Today I'll hit it with the wire wheel, and I'm just gonna sand down the outside and the top and the bottom, so the paint lays down nice and smooth. Because it's gonna be all gloss black. I'm just gonna paint everything gloss black, including the front bumper and the tire carrier. The tire carrier will all be gloss black. All this will match. It's sitting here. So hopefully the next couple days, I'll get it in paint. And as soon as this is painted, final assembly starts. We go up from there. That's my dream, man. My dream would be to be a magazine. Dude, I couldn't imagine building something and it'd be like in a magazine. Hey, did anybody notice I cut my hair? Y'all haven't seen my videos of cutting my hair yet, huh? I made a short of cutting my hair. 3 years. I had my hair for 3 years. I never went to and got my hair cut for 3 years. That should do it. Heck yeah. See, I want to put the bumper in, put the bolts in, and paint, so that way all the bolts are painted, everything's just painted smooth. That's my goal. I think that'll be a really clean look. That is perfect. Look at that. Look how perfect that is. Now you don't see any, now all you see is just the washer. So there's your big old holes, and now there's no more holes whatsoever. That's detail right there. Detail that nobody will ever see and know you did, except for you watching and me. And anybody I tell that I did it. I need a little more on this one. This thing was wrecked. So the whole, believe it or not, the front right is down like just a little bit. But there's some alignment issues. There's some serious, not serious, but there's a little alignment issues. You know what the difference? You know a difference between a journeyman mechanic and apprentice? You know what the difference between a journeyman and an apprentice is? No, but I haven't been working. You know, honestly though, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Man, I need to, if I worked on 8 hours a day, I could have had this done probably 2 months. But I only worked on it for a couple hours. Anyways, what's the difference between a mechanic? Do you mention epoxy or using? Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's what's cool about your dipping. By dipping it, you get in everything. But yeah, you'll see in the video, the last one I painted, I mean, I turn it down to where it shoots in, you know, and you'll try and like, in every hole, you know, but you can't get 100% of it either. But yeah, I'm gonna do epoxy on this, epoxy primer, and then single stage gloss black right over the top of the epoxy primer. Seal it up nice. Hey, we get another 50 years out of it, we're good. As long as the paint just doesn't fall off, right? Dude, dude, that's so awesome, man. I appreciate you coming in, dude. What was I talking about? Oh, the difference between a mechanic and an apprentice is mechanics are better at hiding their mistakes. It's called illusion. Not good. So close! So close. But no cigar. Alright, we're good. 4 bolts in. So what I'll do, like right here, the same as I did on the tire carrier, I will prime these metals before I clamp them together. So there'll be primer on this bracket and then primer in here to seal the metal up. Otherwise you'll get rust coming out right here. So yeah, definitely attention to detail. Right at 10 to the outside. Right at 10 to the outside. Now that cannot get any more centered than that. .22 and 5/8. 22 and 3. It's an 1/8 inch over here. It almost needs to go back like an 1/8 inch. Is that right? 9 and 7/8. God, it's so close. 1/16 of an inch. Now I got to extract the bolt. I saw this on YouTube. one of the fender bolts is broke off. Supposedly, watching the video, the guy said that you heat this up and then put a washer there. You gotta find the right washer. I gotta find a nut and a washer. So supposedly you weld on. What's up? Amy Woods, how you doing? Every day. Supposedly the washer's the trick of welding on the nut. You gotta add a washer. And I've never done a washer before. I've welded nuts on before to get broken bolts out, but I've never seen the washer trick. And this guy says the trick is the washer. I can't remember his name. I can't remember the guy's name. Heat it up to expand the metal. If there's any like rust, what caused it to break in the first place, hopefully you loosen that up with some heat. He said in his video he cut out like 12 tries. I don't plan on doing this 12 times. I can't hold on to it. I guess I could use a magnet. I was hoping I could just hold this like this. So weld this washer to that. And then weld the nut to the washer. I think that's what he did. I'm like second guessing now what he did. I think that's what he did. Welcome in, everybody. If you're here, hello. Hello to everybody. Everything looks so weird without your glasses on. Hopefully I got it. Hopefully I can get a socket on there. Oh, yeah! One shot! You all witnessed it! One shot! One and done! Fucking out of here! Yeah! That's how you extract a broken bolt! Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Alright, so that's done. That's welded up. I'm gonna show you, but it's fucking hot. Let it cool down. Woo! Yeah, it's hot. I'll show you in a second. I can't believe I got it in one try though. That's how you do it. One and done. I think I'm going to take it outside to do all the grinding though. It's a beautiful day today. So I'd really like to be outside in the sun. Grind away on it. Alright, that cooled off yet? Look at that shit. Look at that. Washer. Weld the washer on first, and then weld the nut to the washer. Look at how damaged this was too. Like it's twisted. But that sucker came right out. Now, and then the frame is perfect. Like no damage to the frame. I think that's it. I gotta cut the fog light holes. I still gotta cut the fog light holes in the front bumper and the fog light holes in the rear bumper, but kind of waiting. I gotta say, this is honest. Thought this was a mini truck build, like a RC truck, till you walked up. Oh, this looks like a little. That would be freaking cool, right? There is people that have done full remote control cars. You can do that. The angle fooled you. The angle get you. All right, I gotta go. I gotta take a break, and then I gotta move this outside, and I'm gonna grind on it. But I gotta go deal with a couple things in my daughter's car. All right, till next time. Anybody's got a question before I go? Real quick. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I'll be back here in a little bit. I just gotta take care of some stuff, but we'll do it again. God bless. Till next time. Cheers. 420. Thanks for coming.